Barakatah Yahawah, Barakatah Yahawashi, Barakatah Yahawah, Barakatah Yahawashi, Barakatah Yahawah, Barakatah Yahawashi, Bahashem, Recha Kodash, Barakatam, Kahaloyim, Lo Yahawah, Bahashem, Yahawashi, Bahashem, Recha Kodash, and the water Yahawah, Bahashem Yahawashi for the spirit and truth. All right, double honors to my apostles, the elders of Great Millstone, who well, all right, taught me this truth through the spirit and probably help Bahashem Yahawashi. All right, and single salutations to Zaquanium, Wa'akim, across four corners of the earth that's teaching this truth and sincerity, faith and honesty. All right, feeding the flock that is among you in sincerity. All right, also Shalom, Wahabadam, Wakarim, Shalom, which is peace and love to the Lord's elect, the elect of Israel. Shalom to the confusing the face. Shalom to Yahawathian, across four corners of the earth. All right, basically through the spirit and power of Bahashem Yahawashi, you can see the title. All right, it's Job chapter 20. All right, Edom is through. All right, and pretty much just the spirit. Brothers been getting on Edom's case lately, man. Which is pretty much the spirit, man, because the scriptures tell you in 2nd Ezra, all right, the 6th chapter, that Esau is the end of the world. All right, Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth. All right, and we are in the latter end, all right, of Esau's rulership. All right, he's losing his mind. He's scrambling around. All right, he don't know how to come at Jake because we spiritual, man. The elect is spiritual. You see, we relying on the spirit. We relying on Yahawashi. All right, this is a time of information, the time of prophecy. Prophecies is ringing. All right, the elect is waking up. Jake is waking up all around the world, man. Our people are finding out who the true biblical Israelites are, who are you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native American Indian, and that's itself is a miracle in itself, man. All right, to come out of that deep sleep, that deep illusion that you are a Christian, or that God is a so-called white man, and that God is his name when it's a title, and that Jesus Christ is a so-called white man, and that Jesus Christ is his name, and that's a title. No, man. These are tactics, all right, and these were all things that were set up to keep you asleep, all right? But there was a set time that the Lord, Yahawashi, was going to reveal unto his secrets. He was going to reveal his secrets unto his servants, the prophets, man. And it was going to be at the high peak, or like the brother in my camp said, the apex of war going on, all right, for all things, all right, to be revealed unto the prophets, man. All right, as it is written in Jeremiah 28:8, all right, the prophets that were both before me and before thee of old prophesied against great kingdoms, all right, war, evil, and pestilence, man. And these three things are happening across the four corners of the earth right now. World War III, all right, is being brought up and mentioned, all right, which is being in the making in the book of Joel, tell you that, Zephaniah the 3rd chapter, all right. This is the determination of Yahawashi, all right, to fulfill 2nd Ezra the 13th chapter, all right. Okay, and evil, what? Evil, bad times, man. All right, okay, Venezuela right now is Venezuela is going through it right now, man. All right, famines across the four corners of the earth, man. All right, okay, you got earthquakes in diverse places. Everything is being fulfilled. All right, and these are signs of the so-called white man Esau, Edom. His biblical nationality are the Edomites. All right, the house of Edom. All right, okay, from the land of Idumea. All right, Mount Seir. Okay. All right, the so-called white people, all right, this is the latter end of their rulership, man. And there's nothing you can do to stop prophecy. All right, there's nothing you can do to stop or to diffuse this truth, because this is the time where the Lord set his apostles, his prophets, all right, his men of valor, the valiant men, all right, Salakia, forgive me, all right, the valiant men, all right, out here on the corners to what? Wake up their people, man, from the least to the greatest, man. Because now this is the restoration, all right, of righteousness. This is the restitution of Israel before you people's eyes, man. Whether you want to believe that or not, all right, because the elect is going to get it. All right, so without further ado, I'm going to just go ahead and read through Job chapter 20, all right, verse 1. Then answered Zophar, the Naamathite, all right, which is a friend of Job, all right, and said, therefore do my thoughts cause me to answer, and for this I make haste. All right, I have heard the check of my reproach, and the spirit of my understanding causeth me to answer. Knowest thou not this of old, since man was placed upon the earth, that the triumphing of the wicked is short, and the joy of the hypocrite but for a moment? Now, when you go into that word triumphing, all right, it's from the Hebrew, it's from Strong's Concordance 774:45, all right, it says to ring, cry, shout, all right, it says singing, to overcome, all right, rejoicing, right, and what the so-called white man Esau, Edomites are rejoicing, all right. Okay, these Edomites are not concerned about you Jakes, man, waking up, you know. The last thing they thinking about is you Jakes, all right, coming to the fact that you the biblical Israelites, man. All right, why? They're rejoicing, man. They're triumphing over you, man. All right, then you got Jake still celebrating Thanksgiving, man. Still participating in these false holidays, man. Holidays, which is really folly days, man. All right, you see, because the Most High YAHAWASHI set up the so-called white man on the left-hand side, man. Because once again we went off. All right. So let me go ahead and get a quick precept real quick. All right, in the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28. All right, because the so-called white man, he's running, which really he trying to control the narrative in the spirit, but you can't triumph the spirit, man. But out here in the world, man, everything belongs to him, man. He was given a rulership, man. All right, over the planet Earth, man. All right, he was given the earth, all right, for a short time. You see that? This is Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 33, and it reads, Salutatians. Deuteronomy 28, verse 33, it reads, the fruit of thy land and all thy labors shall a nation which thou knowest not eat up, and thou shalt be only oppressed and crushed away. That's the nation of Israel. That's one of the curses, man. All right. Deuteronomy 28:33, the fruit of thy land and all thy labors shall a nation which thou knowest not eat up, and thou shalt be only oppressed and crushed away, man. You see that? It said only oppressed and crushed away. All right, once again, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native American Indians, the biggest kept secret is you waking up to the fact that you are the biblical Israelites. You are the Most High's chosen people. These other nations know that, but you don't know that. And that's why they are triumphant over you, man, in the spirit, you see. But now the Most High had a set time, all right, that he was going to put the spirit on his prophets, all right, across the four corners of the earth to prophesy, man. All right, and that's the times we are in, all right, because the Lord is through with wickedness, triumphant, man, you see. All right. Moving on. All right. It says, Job 20:5, that the triumphant of the wicked is short, and the joy of the hypocrite but for a moment. Right now, when you go into that word moment, it means a wink of the eye, a very short space of time, instant, suddenly, man. You see that? For a moment. So you can't tell me how YAHAWASHI ain't merciful, man. All right? Okay, when you look, the scriptures tell you on who's, matter of fact, let's go ahead and get that. This is Job, because Job was a prophet, man. This is Job chapter 12, all right, verse 9. It says, matter of fact, I'm going to start at verse 7. But ask now the beasts, and they shall teach thee. God, look at the beasts of the field. All right? Everything's in, the animals in order, man. You know, all right? They rely on their senses, man. All right, who's orchestrating that? YAHAWASHI. Look at the beast, man. A fish out of water would die. You see, what is his habitation? Right, being in the water, right? Okay. All right, amen. Most High set everything up in order, man. See. So look at the beast, man. You know, the only people that's out of order, all right, is you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native American Indians. Proverbs 29:2. Okay. It says, but ask now the beasts, and they shall teach thee. All right. Hey, that's why the scriptures tell you in the book of Proverbs, look at the ant, thou sluggard, man. Who's thinking about an ant right now on the planet Earth? Okay. But you wouldn't consider that the ant is one of the most hardest working creatures on the planet Earth, man. You see? But what? They are the most smallest creature. And guess what? YAHAWASHI, who dwelleth in the heavens, who created all things, created that, man. You see? know, I was watching a clip a couple days ago, probably a couple weeks ago, on how ants, when they have to survive, they all make this huddle on water, man. You know, they all come into a unity in water, man, on the water, all right, to keep the queen alive. You see that? They all sacrifice themselves to keep the queen alive, man. See? That's order. Look at that, man. That should teach you something, man. You know, about how order the nation of Israel was supposed to be in. All right? As it is written in the book of Deuteronomy, man. All right? This is thy wisdom in the eyes of all the nations. See? This is the book of the law. You know? All right? Okay? Nobody's thinking about how hard an ant works, man. See? But guess what? The Lord said he dwelleth in a lofty and a high place. And he look unto who? Him that is broken and of a contrite spirit, and who is what? Crushed away. That's the poor. You see? What? The scriptures tell you in Revelations, I know that poverty, but thou art rich. The scriptures tell you in the book of James, thou art rich in faith. You see? All right, moving on. Job. Oh, Slock, let me finish this off. Job chapter 13. Slock, Job chapter 12. Verse 7, but ask now the beasts, and they shall teach thee, and the fowls of the air, and they shall tell thee. Come, man. You see? All right? The Heavenly Father is beautiful in his work, man. Like I said earlier, the only people that's out of order is you jakes. All right? Verse 8, or speak to the earth, and it shall teach thee, and the fishes of the sea shall declare unto thee. Who knoweth not in all these that the hand of YAHAWASHI hath wrought this? You see that? In the hand of YAHAWASHI. All right? This is the point. In verse 10, in whose hand, all right, is the soul, and that word for soul is life. All right? It says, in whose hand is the soul of every living thing, and the breath of all mankind. That means of flesh of men. See? So YAHAWASHI, all right, is in control of all things, man. All right? It's engrafted in the palm of his hands. That's the one. That's the one who you would want to fear, man. All right. Okay. The Lord don't have to come down and speak to nobody, man. All right. YAHAWASHI, all right, send his prophets, man. That's his mouthpiece, man. See. All right. This is Job chapter 20, verse 5. I'm going to start back at verse 4. Knowest thou this of old, since man was placed upon the earth, that the triumphing of the wicked is short, and of the joy of the hypocrite is but for a moment? You see? And what did the word moment say, man? It said twinkling of an eye, man. See? Of a wink of an eye. Because that's really how short this captivity was. All right? Considering the Heavenly Father and how he deals with time, man. The scriptures tell you a day to the Most High is 1,000 years. All right, how long have you so-called Negroes, all right, been brought over here on cargo slave ships, man? How long have we been oppressed? How long have we been here in America, man? All right, you see, approximately half of a day, which will be approximately 500 years, man, to the Most High. You see, all right. So guess what? If the scriptures tell you a day to the Most High is 1,000 years, all right. And this is already done. He already winked. You see? That's why the scriptures tell you, let not your sins weigh you down, man. You know? Because what the law couldn't do was done through YAHAWASHI. Actually believing that there's life after this, man. See? And man of the Lord that's living, right? Which the men of the Lord are the men of Israel, man. All right? Okay? The man that's living, some of the men are going to be able to be translated, man, into that new body. The scriptures tell you that in 2 Thessalonians, man. It's going to be men here living that's going to make it all the way to seeing the destruction of America, man. All right? So Edom is through. All right? And we just getting started, man. You know? It says, though his excellency mount up to the heavens, and his head reach into the clouds. God, man. The excellency. You see? Every time you walk out, matter of fact, every time you punch in, see, you working for somebody. You are owned. You are a slave, man. All right? Okay? You are a prisoner. Right? You were a prisoner until the so-called white man Esau Edom under the yoke. And guess what? You were a prisoner of YAHAWASHI. All right? Everybody that's placed on the planet Earth, man. All right? Okay, you have to give account. All right? And be brought to the seat of judgment. All right? Of YAHAWASHI. Okay? All right? So YAHAWASHI come back to get all his, man. Okay? Everything. All right? Including you Edomites, man. You so-called white people. All right? That's judgment, man. Which is rightfully so. Okay? Because the Lord is right. All right? He's righteous, man. Okay? The Heavenly Father is right. There is no iniquity in the Heavenly Father, man. All right? He chooses who he wants, man. He could have chosen another nation, and guess what? We probably would have been hot. But what can you do about that? So that's why we are blessed to be Israelites, man. You see? Job 20, verse 7. Now remember the word for a moment, it says a wink of an eye. All right? In a moment. Matter of fact, I want to read that again because that was so beautiful. It says a wink of the eyes, a very short space of time. All right? Okay? A very short space of time this man is ruling, man. All right? Okay? Job chapter 20, verse 7. Yet he shall perish forever, like his own dung. They which have seen him shall say, where is he? Come on, man. You see that? All right? So he's finished, man. He shall perish forever, man. All right? Why? Let's go ahead and get it real quick. All right? And let me see. Oh, for sure. Bear with me, not too clutch in this sword. Oh, kind spirit. This is Obadiah chapter 1, verse 10. It says, for thy violence against thy brother Jacob, shame shall cover thee. All right, kind for the violence against thy brother Jacob, man. All right, that perpetual hatred, man. That everlasting hatred, man. See? But see, the Lord put the spirit on this man, man. All right, to not be able to get it right, man. To not be able to have mercy, man. You know? Because the scriptures tell you, Sirach 12 and 10, if I'm not mistaken, never trust thy enemy, man. So the Most High put, the scriptures tell you that, man. You know, the Most High put this perpetual hatred spirit on this man. All right, because what? That's supposed to keep us on fire for the Lord. Because what? Once Jake get comfortable being oppressed, that's it for the whole nation, man. But that's why the scripture tells in the book of St. Matthew 24, for the elect's sake, no flesh would have been saved. But for the elect's sake, man, all right, that's Isaiah 45 and 17, if I'm not mistaken, all right? Israel being saved, the world without end, through the elect, all right? That we're going to be a nation, that we're going to be a remnant within a whole nation of Israel. That cluster, that vineyard of YAHAWASHI and YAHAWASHI. See? That he have always kept, that mercy. The elect is the mercy for the whole nation of Israel. You see? And that's why we are dedicated to this truth. You know? Sometimes we feel like giving up or doubt come on us. But man, to be honest, man, to hell with that, man. You know? The Lord's will be those men, but at the end of the day, 144,000 men is going to rule with YAHAWASHI and King David, man. At the end of the day, they're going to bring back the whole nation of Israel. Right, so you can't lose with the Lord, man. But Edom is through. Let's read it again. This is Job. I'm kind of finishing this on Obadiah 1 and 10. For thy violence against thy brother Jacob, shame shall cover thee, and thou shalt be cut off forever. You see that? All right, this is this is Job chapter 20, verse 7. Yet he shall perish forever like his own dung. They which have seen him shall say, where is he? Because what? After we get in the kingdom, all right, you know, because let's be scriptural here, man. You know, let's be honest, let's be truthful. All right, let's be biblical. All right, what's going to happen to the nation of Edom, Esau? Well, these are the words of the Heavenly Father. What's going to happen to him? All right. We just read it, triumphing of the wicked is short. What's going to happen to the so-called? No, we can tell you what's going to happen, man. He even knows what's going to happen to him, man. All right? He's going into slavery. He has to drink of that cup. All right? That cup represents slavery. All right? The Most High is bad. And guess what? The scripture tell you in Jeremiah, the 51st chapter, the 7th verse, that Babylon, all right, which is America, all right, why is it Babylon? Because they have taken on the same customs as ancient Babylon, all right? Going all the way back to the year of Chaldees, man, all right? Have taken on what? The same customs, the same witchcraft, the same wickedness, the same sorcery, all right? The same ideology, all right? You see? The same abominable acts, all right? And the philosophies, all right, as Babylon, and what? It said Babylon have been a golden cup in YAHAWASHI's hands that have what? Deceived the nations, and they have drunken, and now they are mad. But see, why are they mad? Because now they're coming off of that hangover. You see? And now everybody in the shop putting together a drink for your ass, man. Roughly to say. Everybody in the back working out some chemicals for your ass, man. You see? So that when this cup is presented to you, you got to drink it. And it's going to be a straight shot. And what is that cup? Slavery. All right? Well, how is it going to come? By America being destroyed, man. See? By what? Thermonuclear fire. The scriptures tell you in Malachi the 4th chapter, the 1st verse, man. See? The day cometh that shall burn as an oven, man. All right? YAHAWASHI is not playing, man. This place is going to be on fire. Literally, man. See? Literal fire, man. All right? You don't want to part. I damn sure don't want to partake in that. Because Edom, Esau, the scriptures tell you in Revelations 18, come out of her, my people. Edom, Esau's, the judgment for this place, all right? Okay? It's written in the scriptures, man. Job chapter 20, verse 7. Yet he shall perish forever like his own dung. They which have seen him shall say, where is he? Come, he's through. Where is he? That's after 1,000 years of slavery, you through, man. Job was a prophet, man. You know, for us that know, but for you guys out there that didn't know, man. Yeah, kind of, brother posted a beautiful, that's right, brother. Isaiah 47:1. It says, come down and sit in the dust, O virgin daughter of Babylon. That's right, virgin daughter of Babylon. Sit on the ground. Right, man. There is no throne. O daughter of the Chaldeans, there it is. I said that earlier, that's the spirit, the water. For thou shalt no more be called tender and delicate, right? Because this place, all right, is represented as in the scriptures, all right, as a woman, man, which is what? A great whore. The scriptures tell you, I was led by the spirit took me away. The spirit, I was led by the spirit, and I seen a woman clothed in scarlet, man, all right? And that is who? That's America, man. Okay? Job, that was a beautiful precept. God, man. All right? Sit down the dust, O virgin daughter of Babylon. Why is that? The scriptures refer to this place as the unwalled villages. All right? Okay? All this pride has deceived you, man. Okay? Now you have to what? You lose in an arms race, a nuclear arms race. All right? Your ships is out to date. All right? Okay, your weapons, or you have women in your military, man. You got homosexuals in your military. Okay. You killing your own people, man. You killing the own people that's supposed to be making up your kingdom, man. All right, how do you think you're gonna go on forever? But what? The scriptures tell you that thoughts is that they shall continue forever. How can you continue forever when you actually are burning your crops, man? You see? Because this is what a devil would do, all right? And who's wrong? Is the Most High wrong? No, we wrong, man. That's why scripture say, I will bear the indignation of the Lord because I sinned against him. The Heavenly Father said, what iniquity have you found what iniquity have your fathers found in me? There is no unrighteousness with the Most High. The just Lord is in the midst thereof, in the midst of who? The midst of Israel. The scriptures tell you he ruleth in the kingdom of man. The judgment of YAHAWASHI is going on every day in all flesh. You see? Whether it be good or whether it be evil, man. All right? We just want to be led by the Spirit when all hell breaks loose out here, man. Because death and destruction will reign here on the planet Earth. It's going to be righteous indignation. Thus said the scriptures, man. All right? And you can read about that everywhere in the scriptures, man. All right? Okay? And YAHAWASHI himself said, if this was my kingdom, my servant shall fight, man. Okay? All right? When you fight in the ancient time, what? We use swords to what? Put people to death, man. All right? So how much more in the times we're coming into, man? The scriptures tell you in the book of Psalms, man, 1,000 on thy right and 10,000 on thy left, roughly to say. So death is gonna be a normal thing here in America, man. All right? Thus saith the Bible. All right? This is Job chapter 20, verse 8. He shall fly away as a dream and shall not be found. Yea, he shall be chased away as a vision of the night. Come, man. He shall fly away as a dream. All right? You know? And guess what? That's so beautiful. That's spiritual, man. You know, because we can remember certain dreams, but guess what? You can't remember every dream you had, man. It flew away. It vanished, man. All right? You see? But guess what? There's coming a day where the so-called white man, Esau, Edom, will actually fly away as a dream. You see, it's going to be after 1,000 years in the kingdom of him building the kingdom. We're going to be able to live and rejoice, and we're going to be able to triumph. And guess what? These other nations are going to be happy being under us in captivity, man. Because guess what? We're going to show you what real captivity is. We're going to show you what real slaves is, man. We're going to show you how to be a slave, man. You see, when we rule. All right, and it's not really a hard thing to comprehend when you set up in righteousness, man. When you set up in righteousness, all right, the scriptures tell you that the people rejoice. All right, when the righteous bear rule, that rule symbolizes what? Having kingsmanship, man, or ruling over the planet Earth. You see? All right, so let's go ahead and get a quick precept real quick in the book of Sirach. You know, one of my favorite precepts. All right, this is Sirach. Damn, that's the spirit. Sirach chapter 10, verse 4. Matter of fact, I'm going to start at verse 3. An unwise king destroyeth his people. You see? God. Will America be invaded by foreign troops? That you damn right. That's right. Sirach chapter 10, verse 3. Kind. The people don't even believe that. That's right. An unwise king destroyeth his people. Kind. What makes you wise? The fear of the Lord. Fear is the beginning of wisdom, man. You see? But the so-called white man, the fool hath said in his heart, there is no God. So off rip, the way his rulership and the way he rules over the people is death. The way he rule over the people is unwise. All right? So instead of building his people, he's destroying them. Why? Because he doesn't have the fear of the Lord. But the scriptures tell you from the womb they come bearing lies. They come speaking lies, man. You see? What did YAHAWASHI say? Ye are of your father the devil, man. You see? What does the word devil mean? From the word diablos, which means deceiver, man. See? All right? It says, an unwise king destroyeth his people, but through the prudence of them which are in authority, the city shall be inhabited, man. All right? Continuing on, that's the point, verse 4. The power of the earth is in the hand of the Lord, and in due time will he set over it one that is profitable, man. You see? The scriptures say in due time. That's why dealing with the Ancient of Days, which YAHAWASHI is the Ancient of Days, all right, the King of Saints, all right, the King of the Nations, all right, the Father of Spirits, the God of all flesh, you know, all right, the Lord of hosts, YAHAWASHI is his name in due time, according to his word, because the word issued out according to Isaiah 55 and shall not return unto him void, because he don't change, man. The Lord has a word. The Lord established a covenant with our forefathers, and it's being fulfilled, and we are seeing the resurrection of righteousness here on the planet Earth by the Most High, breaking up every man in their order, starting with Elder Pastor Hall on down on the planet Earth. So these are things that cannot be escaped. All right, this is the will of YAHAWASHI. All right. And that one that is profitable is YAHAWASHI, who was prophesied and written about in the book of Isaiah, the 11th chapter, man. All right. There shall come forth out of the stem of Jesse a root of David, man. You see? And it said what? He shall be unto his people. And what? Even in the book of Matthew, man, he said, unto the lost sheep of the house of Israel, man. You know? Okay? And that's why King David said, I know that thou wilt not suffer thy Holy One to see corruption. What is corruption? Corruption is his flesh. But what? He was in the flesh. But why did he say, I know that thou wilt not suffer thy Holy One to see corruption? Why? Because he knew that reincarnation, all right, was real. He knew that his son, who was King Solomon, was YAHAWASHI, HaMashiach, all right? He knew that Yahweh told his Lord, who was YAHAWASHI, who was his son, to sit on his right hand, all right, until he make his enemies his footstool. And that was what? Prophecy. That was that time, man. You see, that's being fulfilled, man, okay? All right, and we're coming into that age, roughly to say, because the word age means time, all right? Like you had the dark age, the Middle Ages, all right? That's a spirit, that's right, man. There's already, UN troops, yeah, that's right. It's already in America, man. You know, so the stage is set, all right? Job chapter 20, verse 9, it says, the eye also which saw him shall see him no more, neither shall his place any more behold him. His children shall seek to please the poor, and his hands shall restore their goods. And what is that? That's slavery, man. His hands shall restore their goods, man. See? Everything that the so-called white man has taken from the nation of Gad, all right? Okay, Reuben, Manasseh, right? Issachar, all right? Northern and the southern tribes, man, all right? Why do you think there's a whole falling? Why do you think there's a falling away? Okay, but the Most High set the so-called white man up to do that, man. You see? Why? Because we went off, but now we are coming into the time of restitution, man. You see, which the word restitution means recompense, all right? And the Lord said, what? He shall recompense unto them double, man. See? Why? Matter of fact, let's go ahead and get that quick precept real quick. That's the spirit. This is Job chapter 15, verse 22. It's verse 21. It says, a dreadful sound is in his ears, right? And what is that dreadful sound? All right, that word there for dreadful says fear, man. What is that fearful sound? You think the so-called white man Esau Edom really think he's gonna be subject unto you jakes, man? All right. No, man. He know he gonna go into slavery, but he don't really believe that, man. All right. He really can see himself ruling forever, man. All right. Yep, that's right, man. God, that's right. In their movies, that's right, man. You know, but he really believes that he's gonna be able to rule over the nation of Esau, He really believed that he's gonna be able to rule over the nation of Israel. All right, forever, man. He really believes that, man. Why? Because he don't see you jakes on no level, man. All right? He don't see you jakes on no level, but guess what? He feared his truth coming out. All right? That's why he's creating all these laws, all right, to come into effect to what? Come up against the elect, the beloved city. And guess what? Let's go ahead and get a precept on that when he do that. All right? Because you best believe, man. All right? That, yeah, Esau Edom gonna get some of us, man. The scriptures prophesy some of us shall be martyrs for his truth. All right, but guess what? The scriptures tell you, be faithful unto death, and I shall give you a crown of life. All right, because at the end of the day, this is about believing in YAHAWASHI or denying the powers that are to be, man. All right, and that's what it's gonna boil down to. You're gonna see a lot of things going on. All right, in the time that we're coming into, because the Lord said He shall begin judgment at the house of Israel, man. All right, but not to get off topic, when he rolled on the beloved city, which is the elect of YAHAWASHI, all right, the Israel of the Most High. Guess what? This is Revelations, all right, chapter. Oh no, that's not it. Stop there. Give me a second. Let's see. It's been a minute. Yeah, Here it is, Revelation chapter 20, verse 9. It says, and they went up upon the breadth of the earth and compassed the camp of the saints about and the beloved city. And fire came down from the Most High out of heaven and devoured them. Right, man. That fire, what is that fire? That thermonuclear fire, man. How is that going to come out of the issues of these thermonuclear missiles, man? All right, which is that arrow that's being shot from the ends of the earth in 2 Exodus 16 chapter 13 verse, man. All right, which is what? Which is going to cause that destroying wind, man, in the book of Jeremiah, man. All right. Okay, which shall what? In the book of Isaiah, it tells you it's going to shake the earth, all right, as to and fro as a drunkard, man. You see? And what is that's going to be the judgment that's written for the nation of Esau, Edom, man. And he knows that, man. He can see it. All right. That's why he put it in his movies, man. Oh man, in that movie, what's that Marvel movie? I think it was like Avengers, the Apocalypse or something like that. Now, it was a scene where it shows you in the back, they was in the back and they seen all these missile targets. They seen all these missile targets on America from these other nations. And he was like, can we stop it? Oh yeah, damn, that was it. It was the one where that guy, yeah, that guy out there in Egypt, I forgot his name. I forgot the guy's name. But guess he was basically YAHAWASHI. All right, he was just like in the movie Thanos, man. They did Avengers with Thanos, the same thing. Thanos wanted to create, like, set up the kingdom on the planet Earth, which was a righteous thing to do. All right, he said something around the greatest sacrifice. He said the greatest will requires the greatest sacrifice, roughly to say, you know, around those words. All right, and that's heavy, man. Because what? YAHAWASHI was the greatest sacrifice, and he was the one that did the greatest will of who? YAHAWASHI, the Heavenly Father, Yahweh. All right. Okay. All right. So just like in that movie Avengers. All right. What he wanted to set up righteousness on the planet Earth, and what and then he said that's the point. When the missiles was beginning to get shot off, you brothers out there that know it, you know what I'm talking about. When the missiles got shot off. All right, he said, I'm going to show you this day why not to fight against God, roughly to say, man. You see? So like the brother posted, man, they put all this truth in the movies, man. You know? So that's that fire coming down from heaven and devouring them, all right? Which the Heavenly Father himself is a consuming fire. Job chapter 20, verse 10, his children shall seek to please the poor, and his hand shall restore their goods, right? Everything is going to come right back to the nation of Israel, start with YAHAWASHI. Verse 11, his bones are full of sin of his youth, which shall lie down with him in the dust, kind. All right, from him laboring from his youth, lies. How did he get this land? By deceit, okay? All right, by the shed of the blood of the Native American Indians. How can you go on another land, all right, enslave, almost put the whole nation in extinct, and say that you discovered that land, man? That's a devil for you, man. All right, and get that in your thick skull, you damn jakes out there, man. All right, okay. And then you know what's bugged out? You still want to have this man in the kingdom when this man is killing you every day. That's why the Lord say, don't pray for these people, man. 2/3 of our people are bugged out. And that's why the scripture say, be ye angry and sin not. Because a lot of times we be want to put Jake to death, man. 2/3 got to go. They have to, but guess what? The Most High said, avenge not yourself. He said, wait upon me. The Lord is going to put the spirit on this man because we're not angry enough, man. All right? When you really consider the love that you jakes have for this damn devil, that's why we still here, man. Our power said what? If the whole nation of Israel will return unto him, then will he heal the land and redeem us. But that's never going to happen. That's why the Lord said 2 parts shall be cut off and die. See? Right? Job chapter 20, verse 12. Though wickedness be sweet in his mouth, though he hide it under his tongue. Kind, you can't trust these devils, man. All right? Then here it is. They got RFID technology and now in Nike shoes, man. You know, they're forcing you to take this RFID technology at the jobs. All right, they got the kiosks A lot of you brothers out there that work in warehouse like myself, you know, got the kiosk set up in there, the fingerprint, the facial recognition, you know. Hey, well, you can purchase with your card. You can put money in, but you can't get money out, you know. Let's see what the brother said real quick. Yeah, that's right. You must be born again. That's right, man. Hey, through what? Through the righteous ones of the elect. You know. So what? He's forcing you to take this technology. Why? Because wickedness is sweet unto him. He gotten it. This man feel like ever since I got this land from the Native American Indians and the Seminole Indians, hey man, I'm gonna rule regardless. To hell with this man. Hey, that's why they made the movie Independence Day. To hell with him, because if they really believe, they would show the chariots overcoming this society. But what? No, what? They showed them setting some type of them infiltrating the chariots, man, right? Or the so-called UFOs, basically overthrowing prophecy, which is not gonna happen, man. You see? Right, then they have what, Will Smith out there, basically, you know, mocking, you know, the chariot, as if you're gonna be able to. Man, the scriptures tell you ain't none of the chariots gonna be harmed, man. Right? Then it's not gonna be it's not gonna be a mark on the chariots, man. And how can you fight something that you can't see? How can you try to overcome something that you can't see, man? You know. How can you, the scriptures tell you in Proverbs 15:3, the eyes of the Lord are in every place. So the angels are amongst you in the White House, man. And taking note of what you're doing and reporting back to the Most High. The only reason why they can't reveal themselves and touch your dumb ass, all right, and put you to death is because YAHAWASHI ain't sanctioning it. But real soon the Lord is going to unleash these angels, man. All right, and it's gonna be one. Then you gonna understand why we was in much fear for YAHAWASHI. Okay, a lot of you people gonna understand that, man. It's gonna be too late. Hey, Shalom, Habakkuk chapter 2, verse 4. Or the brother posted the water. It says, behold, Habakkuk 2:4, behold, his soul which is lifted up in him, which is lifted up, is not upright in him, but the just shall live by his faith. That's right, upright, to be righteous, man. You know, so-called white man can't get it, man. You know, okay, you would think, you know, reading what happened to the nation of Israel, how YAHAWASHI constantly delivered us out of all these captivities. You know, YAHAWASHI kept delivering us, right? And what is the last sign in the book of Daniel, all right? With that the feet, all right, mixed with the clay, you know, and it was a rock, man. Okay, and what was that rock? That rock was YAHAWASHI. You see, okay, and who are those other rocks, man? You see, that's building the house of David. That's the elect, man. See, okay, that's the kingdom of heaven in Revelations, the 24th chapter, man. So he's not gonna. You would think he would get it right now, like, damn, let me let these people go. Let me let them go so they can go worship David. No, why? Because they know that we are the chosen people of YAHAWASHI. It's just you simpletons out here that don't believe. That's what's holding everything back, man. But it's set up this way, all right? So that YAHAWASHI can rise up to the prey. See? This was set up so that we can depend on YAHAWASHI, all right? And to wait upon him, man. Because we see what happened when you take matters in your own hand. Look what happened to Black Wall Street. See, look what happened to the Black Panthers, man. See? Why do you think they're trying to label this the Black Hebrew Israelites? So that they can have a reason to come up. Why? Because they know that as long as they can keep you jakes going off, they can stay in rulership, man. But this is it, man. The elect is waking up. You can't stop this, man. See? Job chapter 20, verse 12. Though wickedness be sweet in his mouth, though he hide it under his tongue, though he spare it and forsake it not, but keep it still within his mouth, yet his meat, all right, in his bowels is turned. All right, you see that? His meat, his goodness, his riches gone by the sea. It's being what? It's being turned in his belly, man. You know, and that's a parable because what? The belly would be what? The earth. And the substance thereof. That's why the scriptures say, woe unto you, O inhabitants of the earth, in the book of Isaiah, 24th chapter, around like the 17th verse. You see? All right, it's being turned, man. All right? Everybody got nukes now, man. You know? It says, verse 15, He have swallowed, verse 14, yet his meat in his bowels is turned. It is the gall of asp within him kind. What is that gall? That gall will be the venom, all right? And that asp will be what? The snake, all right? The gall will be the poison, and the asp will be the serpent, man, the snake. You see? Verse 15, he hath swallowed down riches, and he shall vomit them up again. You see that? All right? Why? Because we just read the power of YAHAWAH, the power of the earth is in the hands of YAHAWASHI. You were set up at a bound that you cannot pass, man. Just like it don't matter how much the waves roar, all right? You know, I was watching a video the other day. A yacht basically was had like hundreds of people on it. I don't know if they probably was getting together or having a party or whatnot. But hey, anyways, the wave came through so heavy that when it came up and lifted, the yacht went up and it overturned. The yacht fell on his back, man. Got overturned, man. And that was how big that wave was. But what I said all that to say, as big as the wave come through, where they can't pass that bound that YAHAWASHI said, it's not overflowing the United States. See? You know? So that's just like the kingdom of so-called Esau, Edom. It don't matter how much military force, how many military arms, drones, weapons, transhumanism, robo-cops, you know, all this exoskeletons, all these things that you got out here, the freakiness of the so-called white man, because this man is a freak, man. This man is the true devil, and you people don't really understand that because you can't see it. But if you seen it, you will bug out, man. That's why the Most High placed man on the planet Earth to be in the spirit, to have faith and believe. We know the scriptures tell you I have manifested myself unto them, man. The Lord made it clear that He's real. We know YAHAWASHI, bro. It's gonna be seen, bro, in His judgment. We know flesh. All right, no flesh perish being innocent, man. We know the issues of death belonging to the Heavenly Father. We know He created life in peace, man. You know. Hey, that's right, brother. The water. Job tried to, Job be snapping, man. Job tried to 18, verse 17 through 18. Verse 17 says, his remembrance shall perish from the earth, and he shall have no name in the streets. I just read this earlier, bro. That's the spirit. He shall be driven from light into darkness and chased out of the world. Call halal YAHAWASHI, man. God. You know, that's the mercy of YAHAWASHI, man. You know, to be God's on the planet Earth brought down to this lowest form, man. The Lord said the so-called white man Esau, Edom, his light is what? His light is this knowledge, the so-called Illuminati. Because what he's doing, he's Lucifer on the left-hand side, which Lucifer means what? Light bearers. All right, but what? He's going to be into darkness. And what the scriptures tell you in Job 15, I brought out earlier through the Spirit, one of my favorite precepts, that the day of darkness is ready at his hand, man. You see? So what? He's being brought forth to darkness. He really think that he's dark. Just like that's going back to Saul, man. You know, when Saul tried to, when Saul didn't obey YAHAWASHI, he went to go raise up Samuel. All right. And guess, man, he was free. He was bugged out, man. He was bugged out. Cause what did Samuel tell him? He said, hey, you gonna be with me. And that's just like so beautiful. That's just like with the so-called white man, man. The so-called white man is getting ready to find out that the breath that was given unto him, and the life that was given unto him, and the flesh that he is in, all right, and the spirit that was given unto him was all purchased and bought, all right, and it was all owned by YAHAWASHI. And you have a day, and you have a date, and you have a bound. See, you have a bound that you cannot pass, man. Every kingdom that was set up, all right, had a bound that they cannot pass, so that it can be written about, all right, to be examples of things that's going to come, man. The scriptures say that, man. Sodom and Gomorrah being an example. And what did you do? You think that the Most High was with you according to the book of Psalms 50. You thought the Most High was with you because he didn't touch you. Matter of fact, let's go ahead and get that quick precept in Ecclesiastes. This is Ecclesiastes chapter 8, verse 11. Because sentence, right, and that sentence is who? When a judge give you a sentence, right? You see that? The Heavenly Father is a judge. He's a true judge. The scriptures tell you that in the book of Revelations, the 6th chapter, man. Revelations, the 16th chapter too, man. You know, and Revelations 19th chapter, man. You know, rejoice, O ye his saints, for the Most High have revenged, all right, his holy prophets, man, and have judged the great whore. You see, roughly the same, man. You know? So what? When the judge give you that sentence, the Most High YAHAWASHI getting ready to execute that. What? Make inquisitions, man. You see, it says to make judicial requirements are roughly the same. You know, to seek out, to inquire of. So the true judge is getting ready to give you that sentence, and that sentence is slavery, man. Since you want to lock Jake up for nothing, you get ready time. You see, you was set at a bound you couldn't pass, my man. You the one in the trick bag, my man. You the one that don't believe the fool have sent his heart that there's no. You the one that got all this technology, all this space, this space force. All right, you bugging, man. All right, you the one that spread these philosophies and thought that you was just going to compass the nation of Israel and control the whole world in wickedness, man, forever. Now you want to find life on other planets. The Most High not finna allow you to do these things, man. Okay? Scriptures tell you that in the book of Isaiah, the 2nd chapter, man. Enter into the clefts of the rock. Did you forget where you come? You forget where you came from. That's really what it is. All right? Just like, you know, through the Spirit, I just want to say this, through the Spirit, just like Michael Jordan. Michael Jordan forgot where he came from, man. You know? So what? Pride has taken over. So the so-called white man forgot that he came from the mountains, man. From the clefts of the rocks. Okay? When you go into the I do me, the word is seer. Okay? It's the mountains, man. See? All right? As a matter of fact, we're going to get there too in the book of Amos. All right? Ecclesiastes 8:11. Because sentence against an evil work is not executed speedily. Right. And what did the book of Job say? The scriptures say that wickedness was sweet in his mouth. See? And he hideth it under his tongue, man. All right? Because sentence against an evil work is not executed speedily. Right. Just because you ain't get jacked up for also trying to put the whole northern kingdom in extinction, man. Just because that sentence ain't been given unto you and executed to you speedily, right? See what the brother said real quick. Obadiah 1:10, that's the spirit brought out early, call Allah some side. Obadiah 1:10, for thy violence against thy brother Jacob, shame shall cover thee. Scripture say thy nakedness shall be uncovered, shame shall cover thee, and I shall not meet thee as a man. And thou shalt be cut off forever. God, keep seeing forever, perish forever, chased it away as a bad dream. The wicked, the triumphing of the wicked is but for a moment. You go into the word moment, right? It means as a twink of the eye, man, or twinkling of an eye, man. A short space of time, see? And really, you got to be built in the spirit. You really got to be in the spirit to actually see that, man. You got to be in the spirit to have tunnel vision to know that at the end of the day, we know that this flesh is unprofitable, but through the spirit, we're going to overcome if we endure to the end. You see, you got to be in the spirit, man, like our forefathers, man. All right? You got to be willing to run that race with patience, man. You got to be willing to actually see the end, all right? So that you can be restored, man, all right? And that can be the beginning, man. Because what? The scriptures tell you, Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth. So what? Jacob is a what? A fighter, man. So you got to keep fighting. You see? 2nd Ezra 6:9 is just like when we was in the womb fighting, man. See? Esau came out first, right? But now what? Esau is being pulled down, man. See? All right? So it's just a beautiful time to be living in, man, to see that the destruction of the so-called white man, Deuteronomy 30:7 being coming in effect, man. All right? Ecclesiastes 8:11, because sentence against an evil work is not executed speedily, therefore the heart of the sons of men is fully set in them to do evil. Man, they was set to do evil, perpetual hatred, man. Because the Lord ain't touched the so-called white man, Esau, Edom yet, man. All right? And the scriptures tell you that in the book of Job, man. All right? Right? They are not roughly to say, they are not touched or harmed as other men, you know, roughly to say, you know. So-called white man ain't got to worry about nothing, man, for right now. Okay? But really, he worried about everything, man, in the spirit. Because he know this is the truth. He can't sleep at night, man. You mean to tell me, man, all these videos going on, this truth coming out, he got to do something, man. Revelations 12:12, man. A lot of you Jays will be caught up in that, man. Proverbs 16:6, man. Okay? Your source is faith. It has always been faith in YAHAWASHI. Alright? But the election have obtained it, and the rest were blinded. Okay? Blinded of what? Blinded of the prophecies, blinded of the truth, blinded for the vision that was set for an appointed time. At the end is speaking right now, man. So we're not supposed to keep silence, man. See? Yep, counsel, that's it. Job chapter 20, verse 16. He shall suck the poison of asps. The viper's tongue shall slay him. He shall not see the rivers, the floods, the brooks of honey and butter. That which he labored for shall he restore, and shall not swallow it down. According to his substance shall the restitution be, and he shall not rejoice therein. God, man. According to the substance shall the restitution there be, man. See, the scriptures tell you when this man go down, all right, even the trees are going to rejoice, man. The whole planet Earth is going to rejoice, man. You know, everybody's going to be in a joyful state of mind after the so-called white man Esau Edom is in slavery, man. Okay, because you other nations are just spectators, man. You other nations are just in the bleachers, man. You know, all right. Okay, Esau. We in the finals right now. Esau don't want all these games to get to the final, man. Right now, Jake at the game. Now Jake at the end, man. See, Jake had to fight, man. Jake got that last win. You see, so that he can get into the finals, man. You know, and I'm just spiritually speaking, man. All right, the people on the court is the elect, the starters, man, the elites. All right, the superstars, man. Team tier 1 on the court, man. From Elder Pastor Hall on down, going up against who? Ephesians 6:10, man. All right. Okay. For we wrestle not against flesh and blood, right? So we ain't playing against you regular guys out here, or these regular people out here, man. All right. Okay, the elect is the real Harlem Globetrotters, man. See? All right. Okay, the ball is in our court, man. Okay. And guess what? It's a 2 minute. We in overtime right now, man. All right. Now it's time to get clutch, man. See? Now it's time to for the ball to get in the elect's hand, man. All right. Okay. And that's through faith, man. Overcoming through His word. Overcoming through this word, man. See? Okay. This is a spiritual war, man. All right. Job chapter 20. Verse 19, because he have oppressed and have forsaken the poor. See that? He oppressed and forsaken the poor, man. All right, matter of fact, let's go ahead and get a quick precept on that real quick through the Spirit. In the book of Micah. All right. Because the scriptures tell you in Deuteronomy, we shall go to him for the one of all things, man. All right, and you Jakes are the poor, man. You Jakes are the poor. All right, when you go to these, Jake don't have no corporation, right? Jake is not global. You see, hey, that's it right there. That's the spirit. Jake is not global, man. Jake don't have congregations where he's. Jake don't have meeting councils where he's meeting up in G20 summits, man. You know, holding count, all Jakes there, holding counsel, how we gonna rule it? No, man, because we were not set up to rule here, all right, in Babylon the Great, man. Simultaneously, while the so-called white man is, no, man, we have to rely on YAHAWASHI. The Lord said He's gonna take this man out of power, man. He's the one that gave him. Okay. Now this is Micah, all right, chapter 2, verse 2. It says, And they covet fields and take them by violence, and houses and take them away. So they oppress a man in his own house, even a man in his own in his heritage, man. That's everybody, man. That's in the book of Habakkuk too, man. You see? All right, he enlarges he enlarges his borders as death, man. You know. Okay. Well, why do you think our people are bugged out, man? Everybody's all these homeless people here in America, man. What do you mean, make America great again? America was never a great country, man. All right. Well, to be great, you have to be noble and doing something good, peaceable, man. This place is violence, man. This place was established off of violence, lies, and deceit and witchcraft, man. So making this place great again will rely on having all these disenchantment against you jakes, man, which is not happening anymore, man. You see, America was great because of the sorceries, all right, and the witchcraft, man. You see, all right. That go to show you that they were in. That was the darkness. That was the true demonic side of YAHAWASHI when Christopher Columbus came over here, or Christopher Colon came over here on those ships, man. All right, because Northern could have overcame, man. All right, you had some Northern when they seen them coming on them ships, man. They wanted to put them damn devils out, but it couldn't go down like that, man, because prophecy had to be fulfilled, man. Gad is warriors, man. You know, you gotta have a ancient mind state to actually visualize how Gad was here on this land, man. This was their land, man. They were running this, man. See, Gad was swift. See, the scriptures speak about that, man. The scriptures speak about the swiftness of Gad, man. You know, Reuben and the other northern tribes, man, when they was in a full estate. You see, right, when they was fully in the spirit, man. But what? It came because they was going off. And we was always going off because of this flesh. This flesh. Con, that's right, brother. Genesis 49:19. Gad, a troop shall overcome him, but he shall overcome at the last. That's right, man. You know, and that was prophecy, man. That Genesis 49. You know, what our forefather Jacob said, hearken unto your father Jacob. All right, hearken unto thy father, O Israel, man. You know, and what? Because Jacob was a prophet too, man. See, we are the children of the prophets, man. See, and he prophesied of what all the children of Israel, the patriarchs, right, what was going to be later on their seed, man. See. All right, and now we are coming into the full effect of the prophecies being revealed. The scriptures tell you that the law shall not depart from Judah, nor a lawgiver from between his feet. The scepter shall not depart from Judah, nor a lawgiver from between his feet. Why? Because YAHAWASHI is the line of the tribe of Judah, man. All right, YAHAWASHI, all right, is from the tribe of Yahweh, man. See, YAHAWASHI is the law, man. He's a supreme Judite, man, and the ultimate Judite is Yahweh, man. See. So order is being set up on the planet Earth, all right, and it was all to put out the stigma, all right, on you so-called Negroes, all right, Latinos and Native American Indians, man, that the Most High is not dealing with you so-called dark people, you so-called black people. See, when the angels, the Heavenly Father, and His only begotten Son are dark skinned, man, you know. This is the mercy of YAHAWASHI to reveal these things into us. All right? And Edom is through, man. All right? So-called white man is finished. Okay? All this truth out here, man. You know? Hebrew Israelites making mainstream. This is it for him, man. Brothers is on fire, man. All right? Brothers is on fire, man. All right? I mean, it's you know, it's crazy, man. Every time I check my phone, man, 9+ notifications. You know, every minute, man. I go to show you, man, bro, man, this truth, man, it's impacting the world, man. All right. right? Because why? St. Matthew 24. This gospel shall be preached across the four corners of the earth, man. Okay. This is why he can't get sleep, right? Because every day, man, 24 hours, 7 days out of the week, brothers is speaking. That's consuming. All right, this kingdom, man. That's the spirit of YAHAWASHI. That's the mouthpiece of the Most High. All right, which is the edge of the sword, man. See, which is that fire in these people being wood, man. You know, and it's just the spirit, you know. Job chapter 20, verse 20. Surely he shall not feel quietness in his belly. Quietness meaning what? Peace, all right, in his belly, man, right around the four corners of the earth. See? It says, he shall not save of that which he hath desired. He shall not save of that which he desired. There shall none of his meat be left, therefore shall no man look for his goods. In the fullness of his sufficiency, he shall be in straits. God, man, that word straits mean what? Fully in distress. All right. Okay, that word straits means hardship and difficulty, man. Okay, in the fullness of his sufficiency being what? His device that's being set up across the four corners of the earth. He knows that he has to make this chip mandatory, man. He knows that he has to go to war. He knows he has to do something, man. They are bugging out, man. These are your rulers, man. These are your slave masters, man. Okay? And the Most High have raised up the prophets to tell you these things, man. And guess what, man? Everybody is going to be humbled when that dollar bill has no value. Everybody will be hush puppies when that dollar has no value. Okay? Because that's your American dream. All right? Your American dream is thinking that dollar bill is going to get you salvation. That dollar bill will establish you. Okay? All right? That's the illusion. That's witchcraft, man. That's sorcery, man. Okay? And this whole country is being ran off of a Federal Reserve note, man. That ain't backed up by nothing. So guess what? If all you Americans start working, so-called Americans start working, for one day, man, this whole economy will collapse. Because you just working for free. See? You ain't really getting paid, man. You know? They oppress a man in his heritage, man. His heritage, man. The whole world is under oppression under this damn devil, man. Animals are going extinct under this damn devil, man. You know? Right? You know? Find out, man. Job 20, verse 21. There shall none of his meat be left, therefore shall no man look for his goods. And the fullness of his sufficiency, he shall be in straits, right? Hardship, difficulty, man. You know, bugged out. He's stressed out right now, man. You see? It says, every hand of the wicked shall come up upon him, cutting, man. You see? Hey, everybody is angry right now, man. Everybody is distressed. Everybody's oppressed, right? Everybody is coming into the realization that, damn, so-called white man, Edom is the devil, man. You know, everybody's deceived. But why? Because Babylon have been a golden cup in YAHAWASHI's hand. See? Verse 23, it says, when he is about to fill his belly, the Most High, YAHAWASHI, shall cast the fury of his wrath upon him and shall rain it upon him while he is eating. God. All right? Okay, and what is that talking about, man? All right? Let's go ahead and get what that's talking about here. All right, in the book of Isaiah, all right, chapter 34. Because what is the Most High going to rain upon him while he is eating? What is that symbolizing? What is that talking about? This is Isaiah chapter 34, verse 1. Come near ye nations to hear, and hearken ye people. let the earth hear and all that is therein, the world and all the things that come forth of it. For the indignation of YAHAWASHI is upon all nations, and his fury upon all their armies. He hath utterly destroyed them, he hath delivered them to the slaughter. Their slain also shall be cast out, and their stink shall come up out of their carcass, and the mountains shall be melted, and their blood, and with their blood. And all the host of heaven shall be dissolved, and the heavens shall be rolled together as a scroll. And all their hosts shall fall down as the leaf falleth off of the vine, and as a falling fig from the fig tree. That's the point. For my sword shall be bathed in heaven. All right, what is that sword, man? You know, that sword is these intercontinental ballistic missiles, man. That sword is these thermonuclear missiles, man. That great iron weapon, all right, that's written about in Isaiah 54 chapter, the 16th verse, man. All right, the waster to destroy, man. That shall what the Most High said, he shall sweep him with the besom of destruction, man. You see, that's what's going to destroy the whole land. That's that destroying wind, man. That's the fury and the anger and the wrath of YAHAWASHI upon all flesh, man. That's the curse that goes over the whole over the world, man. All right, that's one of the curses. All right, because that curse that go over the whole world will be those chariots, man, the so-called UFOs, man. All right, but what? You're going to be left here, all right, in the book of Zechariah tell you that, all right, by these thermonuclear missiles doing away with America, man. All right, making this that lake of fire that's recorded in the book of Revelations, man. All right. And the smoke of eternity burn forever and ever, being what? A long period of time. All right. What's going to destroy this place forever, man? All right. What's going to put this place out? These missiles, man. See? And they showing you on the movies, man. It's obvious. Okay? So stop thinking that this is not the truth. Stop. You know what? Stop lying to yourself, man. For all you people out there that don't want to believe, guess what? After death by pain, you won't know this truth, man. All right? Because we talking about great wrath coming down, man, from this man, man. All right? And that's going to be the physical counterpart of YAHAWASHI. Simultaneously, the Lord going to be on his ass, man. Okay? We talking about the judgment, the ultimate destination of all flesh. All right? YAHAWASHI going to be on everybody, man. Okay? Judgment. The Heavenly Father sitting upon the seat of judgment, man. That's the power to be feared. Okay, even the righteous shall scarcely be saved. We're going to be afraid, man. Okay? We're going to be afraid. You see? Okay? We're going to be afraid, man. All right? Okay? You know, my brothers got dreams about seeing the chariots, you know, the whole sky being darkened, man. You know, me, myself, personally, speaking for myself, I know I had a couple dreams like that too, man. The whole sky is dark, man. Them chariots. And you closing your eyes in a dream. You see, you know, closing your eyes in a dream. All right, man. Most High from the man. Isaiah chapter 34 verse 5. For my sword shall be bathed in heaven. Behold, it shall come down upon Idumea, and upon the people of my curse to judgment. Come. All right, which when you go into the word Idumea, it is a land, all right, which means Edom, which is being occupied by who? The Edomites, man. You see, who is who? All right, the so-called white people, man. All right, okay. That's why the scriptures tell you seek out of the book of the Lord and read, man. You know, it's a blessing to be able to understand these things, man. All right, this is the story of YAHAWASHI, and the script is written right here, man. You know, but not everybody can understand the play. Not everybody can understand the script. You know, the Lord is the director, man. You see, YAHAWASHI is the director of this whole movie, man. You see, and he got man across the four corners of the earth that's presenting their body as a living sacrifice. Or putting up a spiritual epistles. All right, being the mouthpiece of the Heavenly Father, all right, that's going to do the will, man. And what is that? To prophesy, to foretell you people the things that's going to come. And when you go into the word prophet, it means to be a spokesman. You see? And what are we speaking, man? All right, we're speaking the things that are going to happen from the Heavenly Father. Thus saith the Lord, man. You see? It don't say it's a sin. Don't shoot the messenger for no reason, man. All right? You know? Job chapter 20, verse, almost done, just like it. Job chapter 20, verse 24. He shall flee from the iron weapon, and the bow of steel shall strike him through. So there it is again, man. He shall flee from the iron weapon, man. You see? And matter of fact, let's go ahead and get a quick precept on that. All right? In the book of Amos, you know, this is Amos chapter 9, verse 1. I saw the Lord standing upon an altar, and he said, smite the lintel of the door, that the post may shake, and cut them in the head, all of them. Right, talking about the so-called nation, so-called white people, man, the nation of Edom, all right? It says, and I will slay the last of them with the sword. There it is again, man, all right? Okay? Is that talking about a physical sword? No, man, that's talking about these thermonuclear missiles, man. Hey, man, when we see those missiles, we're going to be afraid, man. But when we get in those chariots, you know, Isaiah the 26th chapter, enter into those chambers, man, we're going to be rejoicing, man, because we ain't going to be partaking that, man. You know, being able to look from the heavens, man, all right? According to the scripture, say a sea of glass, you know, and being able to see America being burned, our captivity, man, you know, being able to witness the Heavenly Father avenging us, man, you know, for us putting our life on the line for Him, man, you know. All right, whether we live for the Lord, whether we die for the Lord, man, you know. So to see YAHAWASHI's word be fulfilled, that's, all right, that's more pleasing than anything. That's more pleasing than sex, man, you know. Because what? The scriptures tell you, vengeance, all right, is the Lord's, man, okay? And what's the next joy? What is the sweetest joy, all right? Okay? Vengeance, man, okay? The Lord said he shall be appeased of his enemies, man. All right, the scriptures say that haters of the Lord shall have submitted themselves, okay? Because a so-called black man is getting ready to reveal majesty on the planet Earth, man. A so-called Negro is getting ready to flex in judgment, man. A so-called Negro, so-called black man, all right, is getting ready to wreak havoc, righteous indignation, wrath, anger, man, upon all flesh for the wickedness that has been shedded abroad across the four corners of the earth, all right? And he's righteous, man, okay? The Most High is beautiful, man. You know, just to make you want to tear up, man, how beautiful YAHAWASHI is, man. You know, how righteous he is. So beautiful, man. We're not even worthy to see him, man. We're not worthy to partake in that, but what? His mercy endured forever, man. You know? So it's a beautiful thing to be to see the downfall and destruction of America, which is Babylon the Great. Scriptures tell you in the book of Psalms, the 58th chapter, man. The righteous shall rejoice. He shall wash his feet in the blood of the wicked. Surely he shall say that there is a reward for the righteous, man. Why? Because the righteous shall live by their faith. The just shall live by their faith. And what? Their faith is what? Believing that YAHAWASHI is going to come back. In the book of St. Luke 18:8, man. Shall he find faith when he avenges elect? Who shall separate the elect from the Most High YAHAWASHI? Okay? Alright, so, yeah, going on, verse 2. Though they dig into hell, you see, then shall my hand take them. Though they climb up into heaven, you see, Most High is so beautiful, it's already there. We reading about what they doing right now. That's why Ronald Reagan said that, man. I suppose we are, he said, let's put our differences aside, you know. He said, you know, roughly to say, you know, are we not amongst an alien threat? All right? You know? So this is beautiful, man, to see the judgment of YAHAWASHI. All right? It says, though they climb up to heaven, thence will I bring them down. Kind of, man. This Space Force, you know, you getting on your jets, you know, your private jets entering into these. They showed you that on the movie Man of Steel. You know, the Superman movie when he went out, he flew out into the mountains. Right, and it was doors opening up. You know, they even showed you that on the movie Transformers. One of the old Transformers movie where Optimus Prime died, but to bring him back to life, they had to go to Egypt for this little crystal thing, and they had to go into the mountains, you know, and you know, he holded up the little crystal thing, and it opened up the mountains, you know. No, I keep saying mountains. They opened up the, you know, the walls, all right, basically to say, okay, yeah, kind of, no, yeah, just like Mount Sinai, kind of, you know. It shows you that on Man of Steel, you know, he went out there, you know, they had, you know, just like in the program, what's that, that Ozark production, going underground, taking the food underground, that program CERN, you know, so-called white man Esau, Edom is a devil, man. Don't let this man smile in his way of speaking proper fool you, man. This man's a devil, all right? And they don't see you, Jakes. You Jakes is not on their level in their eyes, man. That's why the elect was set up. All right, verse 3. And though they hide themselves in the top of Carmel, I will search and take them out thence. And though they be hid from my sight in the bottom of the sea, thence will I command the serpent, and he shall bite them. Kind. What is that serpent, man? That serpent is Leviathan. So nobody's escaping the judgment of YAHAWASHI and YAHAWASHI. He's through, man. The Most High got the so-called man Esau Edom in a trick bag. He think getting to the prophets is going to stop him from... He think getting to the prophets is going to keep his rulership afloat, man. You is not going to take all the men of the Lord out, man. A standard shall be lifted, thus saith the Lord. All right? A way to escape shall be known unto his man, shall be made manifest, thus saith the scriptures, man. The righteous shall scarcely be saved, thus saith the scriptures, man. All right? You shall be brought into the king of terrors, thus saith the scriptures, man. All right? Destruction is making you afraid, man. Why? Because terrors is on every side, man. See, all these nations are strong, man. Let the weak say I am strong. Nobody's afraid of you no more. Your bully tactics is through. All right? The earth is getting ready to be appeased at your downfall and destruction, man. See? The tree, right, when you are led into captivity under the so-called Negro, Latino, and Native American Indian, man. All right? The nation shall rejoice when the righteous are set up in rulership, man. Okay? You through. All right? Stop trying to escape judgment, man. Job chapter 20, verse 24. He shall flee from the iron weapon, and the bow of steel shall strike him through. You're not escaping these missiles, man. It is drawn and cometh out of the body, yea, the glittering sword cometh out of his gall. Terrors are upon him. So there it is again. You're not escaping these missiles, man. For strong is his right hand that bendeth the bow, man. That's the army. That's one of the armies of the Lord. And you are army of the Lord too. Most High so beautiful, man. Okay? He's the Lord of hosts, you know? Guess what? His mighty man of valor are raised up in the spirit, man. His weapons, his battle axes and weapons are here on the planet Earth. The creature, he's getting ready to make his creature the weapon, man. Okay? When the enemy come in as a flood. All right, so bring on your flood so the Lord can do what he's getting ready to do. All right, and that show you real power. That show you majesty on a whole other level. You know, and a beast and a false prophet, all right, they shall be cast right into the lake of fire, man. All right, and all you other nations are going into captivity, man. All right, okay, everybody that came up against the elect, everybody that came up to the nation against the nation of Israel, all right, it's going into slavery, all right. And the brightness of YAHAWASHI coming, all right, you nations shall be wailing and gnashing their teeth, man. Okay, all the tribes of the earth shall wail because of him, even so, man. All right, when YAHAWASHI reveal his true self, man. Then shall he be glorified in his saints, man. All right, we gonna praise YAHAWASHI as it is written, praise ye the Lord, man. You know? Job chapter 20, verse 26. All darkness shall be hid in his secret places. A fire not blown shall consume him. Kind, man. Fire is gonna consume you, man. Fire is gonna consume you, this place. All right. And guess what? Fire, YAHAWASHI coming with fire, man. Okay, fire is already upon you. The minister's a flame of fire. This word is fire. YAHAWASHI is a consuming fire, man. See? So fire is consuming you all around, man. Okay? Seeing thou hast not hated blood, even blood shall pursue thee, man. See? The heavens shall reveal his iniquity, and the earth shall rise up against him. Come, man. All right, nobody's afraid of you no more, man. Okay? When I mean nobody, I mean everybody that has partaken in these other nations that have partaken. All right, the scriptures tell you they shall flee from your judgment in the book of Revelation 18 chapter. They shall go back into their land. You know, Elam, you know, Ishmael, all these other nations, you know, like Elam live underneath. They getting ready to, most of them is going to be caught up here in that judgment too. You know, they getting ready to flee into their lands, man. You know, go back home, because a lot of these nations ain't getting ready to partake in this judgment. You know? Verse 28, the increase of his house shall depart, and his goods shall flow away in the day of his wrath, you see. All right, so so-called when Esau Edom his good, he has to give a restitution for all the things that he has stolen. Y'all there? Okay. He has to restore all the things that he has stolen. What is that? You Jake's life. All right. Last precept, verse 29, Job 20 and 29. This is the portion of a wicked man from YAHAWASHI, in the heritage appointed unto him by the Most High. So this is your portion. Matter of fact, let me go into that word portion. Because I had it here on my tablet, okay, the Strong's Concordance, all right? So let's go here to Job, okay? And YAHAWASHI Bakatham, all right? This is Job 20 and 29. The word there for portion is Strong's H2506, all right? It says halal. It says share, part, territory, portion. It says one's possession, award. Damn. It says award. So when it says this is the portion of the wicked, it says this is the award for the wicked. So that's why the scriptures say in the book of Job, man, that's heavy. Damn. God, Lord, YAHAWASHI, that's beautiful. You know? Hold on, let's get this real quick. Job on Salaki, I can. Let me get this real quick. Oh, kind of going off a little bit. Job 21, I think. Yep, kind of spirit. Job 21. It says, Job chapter 21, verse 13. They spend their days in wealth, and in a moment go down to the grave. All right. So what is the portion again? That word portion says award from YAHAWASHI. You see that? Inheritance, partake. So guess what? You gotta partake. Your reward is slavery, my man. You see? Job 21, verse 13. They spend their days in wealth, and that word for wealth says mirth. And in a moment go down to the grave. So there go that word moment again. The word moment meaning what? A short time. A short space of time. You see? All right. Verse 14. Therefore they say unto YAHAWASHI, depart from us, for we desire not the knowledge of thy ways. So, hey, man, the point has been proven, man. All right. You wanted the Holy One to depart from you. So guess what? You're going to remain in the congregation of the dead. And that's why you are the wicked that the Bible speaks of, man. You can't get it. All right, you can't get right through the spirit, man. See, the scriptures tell you that the spirit in him is not upright. The brother posted, man, earlier, you know. So Edom is through, man. All right, and now righteousness is getting ready to reign on the planet Earth by the way of YAHAWASHI, judging all flesh, man. Okay, the nation of Israel will be on top by the way of YAHAWASHI, lifting up that standard, all right, and revealing his only begotten son, YAHWAH, who's a so-called Negro, so-called black man, all right, that's going to be that ultimate standard, flooding in with the chariots who are the so-called UFOs, all right, coming out of the sky to block out the sun, all right, which was described as a mountain in the book of 2nd Ezra, all right, and nobody is stopping prophecy, nobody is stopping YAHWAH. Your RFID chip, which is the mark of the beast, will be made mandatory, but your new world order, all right, will come to naught. Thus said the scriptures, all right. You have a bound that you cannot pass. 2/3 of our people are going to be caught up in this destruction. 1/3 is going to be saved, all right, and the elect is going to flourish, man, in the kingdom of heaven, man. Righteousness shall rule forever, all right, and wickedness, the light of the candle, shall be put out, man, all right. Thus said the Bible, all right. So pretty much, you know, through the spirit and power of YAHWAH, so-called white man is through, man. Edom is through, all right. And it's written, man, okay? Out of here, man. Okay, ain't nobody stopping YAHWAH. This is just the beginning. He ain't even flexed yet, man. All right, so call halal Yahweh B'Hashem, Yahawashi B'Hashem, Racha Kodash B'Kadam, the water Yahweh B'Hashem, Yahawashi for the spirit of truth. Double honors to my apostles, the elders of Great Millstone, who were well and taught me this truth through the spirit, B'Kadam. Salutations to the Zaquani and Wa'akim across the four corners of the earth that teaches the truth, sincerity, holding your faith unto the end. Most will be those men. Shalom, Wahabatam, Laha, Bakharim, Shayasha, which is peace and love to the Lord's elect, the elect of Israel, especially so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native American Indians. All right, Shalom to the confusing the face. Shalom to your Shalom.